If you've got that gut feeling something's off, chances are you're right. Cheating rarely comes without clues. You just need to know what to look for. Today, I'm revealing 7 hidden signs she's sleeping with someone else. Miss even one, and you could be the last to know. Before we jump in, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more real talk for men. Drop a comment and tell me where you're watching from. I want to see how far this brotherhood reaches. It's a painful reality, but one that many men find themselves caught in. The agonizing uncertainty that comes when a partner might be unfaithful. The hardest part. Most men miss the crucial signs, not because they're unintelligent, but because they're blinded by something powerful: trust. When you love and trust someone deeply, your mind naturally resists the idea of betrayal. It's a defense mechanism, a protective barrier against a truth too painful to consider. But once you arm yourself with knowledge, once you know these specific signs, you'll start to see the truth clearly, no matter how much she tries to hide it. It's time to take off the blinders and reclaim your power. 1. Changes in intimacy, the physical barometer of betrayal. Intimacy in a relationship is like a delicate ecosystem. Any significant, unexplained shift can be a major indicator that something is profoundly wrong. When a woman is sleeping with someone else, her behavior in the bedroom, or even her general physical closeness, can change dramatically. This often manifests in one of 2 ways: a sudden, drastic drop in intimacy, or a surprising, almost desperate spike. Consider the sudden drop first. She might start avoiding physical closeness altogether. This isn't just about sex, it's about holding hands, cuddling on the couch, casual touches, or even simple kisses. She might complain of headaches more often, express fatigue, or find excuses to go to bed earlier or later than you. If sex does occur, it might feel detached, hurried, or routine, lacking the emotional connection it once had. This avoidance stems from her emotional and physical energy being invested elsewhere, or from a subconscious guilt that makes intimacy with you uncomfortable. Her body is physically fulfilled by another, leaving her less inclined to seek that connection from you. Conversely, you might observe a sudden spike in intimacy, which can be even more confusing. She might suddenly act out fantasies she previously resisted, become unusually eager for sex, or initiate physical contact more often than before. This isn't necessarily a sign of renewed passion for you. Instead, it can be a desperate attempt to cover her guilt. By initiating sex, she might believe she's proving her fidelity, or she's trying to distract you from her other activities. It's a calculated move to reinforce the illusion of a healthy, passionate relationship, hoping you won't dig deeper. This sudden, almost frantic sexual activity can also be a way for her to manage her own internal conflict or to satisfy a heightened libido resulting from her new sexual experiences. Real-world example. Imagine a man whose partner used to initiate sex frequently, but suddenly, every time he tries to touch her affectionately, she flinches or makes an excuse. Or, conversely, a man whose partner was rarely adventurous in bed, but suddenly demands new positions or acts out fantasies she previously ignored. Both are extremes, and both warrant close attention. Pay attention to the quality of the intimacy as well. Does it feel emotionally present or just physically transactional? Any radical, unexplained deviation from your established intimate patterns should raise a serious red flag. 2. Secretive phone habits. The digital trail of deception. In the digital age, a person's phone is often the primary repository of their secrets. When a woman is involved in an affair, her phone instantly becomes a guarded fortress, and her habits surrounding it will change dramatically. These shifts are often telltale signs of a secret life. First, notice if her phone is always face down when she's around you. She might claim it's to avoid distractions, but it's more likely an attempt to prevent you from seeing notifications pop up on her screen. Similarly, watch for new passwords on her phone, or if she suddenly changes them and doesn't share them with you, even if you previously knew them. This is a direct measure to lock you out of her digital world. Perhaps the most obvious sign is her taking calls in another room or speaking in hushed tones. A normal call with a friend or family member doesn't usually require such secrecy. If she leaves the room every time her phone rings, or if she sounds noticeably different, whispering, overly formal, or tense, when she's on a call you can't hear, that's a major red flag. The ultimate warning sign is sudden phone paranoia. She might become extremely agitated if you even glance at her phone, or if you accidentally pick it up. She might snatch it away, demanding to know why you were touching it. She might delete call logs, text messages, or even use burner apps that leave no trace. If her phone has become a forbidden, untouchable object, something she guards with extreme vigilance, it's almost certainly because it holds the evidence of her infidelity. This digital secrecy isn't about privacy, it's about active concealment. 3. New schedule or busy routines, the alibi factory. An affair requires time, and that time has to come from somewhere. When a woman starts sleeping with someone else, her once predictable schedule will often undergo a sudden, unexplained transformation. She will become busy in ways she wasn't before, creating new routines that provide perfect alibis for her clandestine activities. Look for a sudden influx of constant late nights or unexplained absences. She might claim to be working late more often, even if her job demands haven't actually increased. Girls' trips might become more frequent, or she might suddenly need to spend more time with a specific friend or family member, always without you. These aren't casual, spontaneous events. They are often recurring, structured blocks of time designed for her secret encounters. When you ask about these new commitments, her explanations will likely be vague about details. If you ask who she was with, what they did, or where they went, her answers might be evasive, overly simplistic, or contradictory. She might get defensive, telling you it's not your business, or that you're questioning everything. This vagueness isn't an oversight. It's a deliberate tactic to avoid providing information that could be easily verified or expose her lies. A common excuse is a sudden work overload. She might complain about new projects, demanding deadlines, or unexpected meetings, all of which conveniently require her to be away from home or unreachable during certain hours. While work demands are real, a dramatic and sustained increase in work emergencies without a corresponding visible benefit, like a promotion or bonus, should make you suspicious. The core issue is the creation of a new, unaccounted-for schedule that consistently pulls her away from your shared life without clear, verifiable reasons. 4. Change in appearance, dressing for a new audience. When a woman starts a new relationship, especially one that involves sexual intimacy, her physical appearance often undergoes a noticeable transformation. This isn't just about wanting to look good for herself. It's about wanting to look good for a new audience. One of the most telling signs is new lingerie or outfits she never wore for you. Has she suddenly bought expensive, alluring lingerie that she never puts on when she's with you? Or is she wearing outfits out that are far more provocative or stylish than what she typically wore for your dates or everyday life? She might dress up significantly more for seemingly casual outings with friends or for her late nights at work than she does for a special occasion with you. This indicates that she's making an effort to impress someone else. Beyond clothing, observe her extreme attention to grooming. This isn't just a regular beauty routine, it's an intensified focus. She might spend significantly more time on her hair, makeup, or nails before leaving the house. She might start wearing a new perfume, or one that's stronger and more alluring than her usual scent. These are subtle cues, but they signal an effort to enhance her physical appeal for a different person. Another common manifestation is a sudden obsession with the gym or fitness without involving you. While personal fitness goals are healthy, if she suddenly dedicates hours to the gym, focuses on specific body parts, and becomes hyper-aware of her physique, yet never invites you to join, it could be a sign. This new fitness drive is often motivated by a desire to look good for her new partner or to boost her confidence for new sexual encounters. If her appearance suddenly becomes a major project and the effort seems directed outward rather than shared with you, it's a significant red flag. 5. Defensiveness. Over simple questions, guilt's loudest whisper. When a person has something to hide, even the most innocuous question can feel like an accusation. For a woman involved in an affair, this often manifests as extreme defensiveness and overreaction to simple, normal questions about her whereabouts, activities, or phone usage. This isn't just annoyance, it's a classic guilt tactic. Imagine asking a casual question like, "Hey, where were you this afternoon?" Or, "Who is that texting you so late?" A faithful partner would likely answer calmly and straightforwardly. A cheating partner, however, might immediately become agitated, raising her voice, getting a look of indignation on her face, or launching into a disproportionately angry response. She might respond with, "Why are you asking me that? Don't you trust me?" Or, "Are you always going to be so insecure?" This immediate escalation of the situation is a deliberate strategy to turn the tables on you. By making you feel guilty for asking a legitimate question, she deflects attention from her own suspicious behavior. She's essentially putting you on the defensive, forcing you to justify your concern rather than her actions. This tactic aims to make you feel unreasonable, jealous, or controlling, thereby discouraging you from asking similar questions in the future. The key here is the disproportionate response. A simple question met with a fiery, aggressive, or emotionally manipulative counterattack is a strong indicator that she has something significant to hide. Her defensiveness is a shield, and her anger is a weapon designed to shut down your inquiries and protect her secret. Recognize this pattern as a clear sign that her guilt is speaking volumes, even when her words are trying to silence you. 6. Loss of emotional connection, the heart's retreat. Beyond the physical and logistical changes, one of the most painful signs of infidelity is a fundamental shift in the emotional landscape of your relationship. When a woman is investing her emotional energy and vulnerability in someone else, the emotional connection with you will inevitably diminish, often leaving you feeling unheard, unseen, and profoundly alone. You might notice that her texts become short, lacking enthusiasm, or purely transactional. The playful banter, the thoughtful check-ins, or the spontaneous expressions of affection that once filled your message history might disappear, replaced by terse replies or messages solely about logistics. Similarly, your conversations might feel forced or superficial. Attempts to discuss deeper topics, your feelings, or shared future plans might be met with disinterest, a quick change of subject, or a complete lack of engagement. She might seem distracted, constantly looking at her phone, or just not truly present when you're talking. A very telling sign is that she stops sharing day-to-day details of her life. Partners in a healthy relationship naturally share stories from their day, their frustrations, their small victories, and their thoughts. If she suddenly stops telling you about her work challenges, her interactions with friends, or her simple daily experiences, it's often because she's already shared these moments and emotions with someone else. Her primary emotional confidant has shifted. This loss of emotional intimacy is not always a conscious decision on her part. It's often a natural consequence of her emotional energy being redirected. She can only invest so much emotional capital, and if it's being spent on an affair, there's less left for you. This emotional withdrawal creates a widening chasm between you, leaving you feeling disconnected even when you're physically together. It's a sign that her heart and her deepest self is no longer fully committed to you. 7. Friends act different, the social barometer. People who are privy to a secret often carry the burden of that knowledge, and their behavior can inadvertently give away the truth. If your partner is sleeping with someone else, pay close attention to how her friends, especially those close to her, interact with you. Their discomfort can be a major albeit subtle, giveaway. One of the most common signs is if her friends avoid eye contact with you. When you speak to them, they might seem shifty, nervous, or unable to meet your gaze. This is because they know something you don't, and direct eye contact can feel like a confession, or they might feel guilty about keeping her secret from you. Their discomfort isn't malicious. It's often a manifestation of their internal conflict or loyalty. You might also find that you're suddenly excluded from plans that you would normally be a part of. If her girls' nights become more frequent and exclusive, or if mutual friends stop inviting you to certain gatherings, it could be because your presence would expose her lie, or because the other person involved might be present. Her friends might subtly try to keep you separated from her, or from conversations where her secret could accidentally be revealed. Finally, her friends might simply seem nervous when you're around. They might change the subject abruptly if a risky topic comes up, or their conversations might become hushed when you approach. They might act overly enthusiastic in their greetings or goodbyes, almost as if trying to overcompensate for their discomfort. This nervousness stems from the fear of accidentally letting slip a detail that could expose the affair. While not a definitive proof on its own, a noticeable shift in the behavior of her close friends, particularly a newfound unease or secrecy, is a significant red flag that they are aware of something she is trying to hide from you. If you've noticed 3 or more of these signs, changes in intimacy, secretive phone habits, new busy routines, shifts in appearance, defensiveness, loss of emotional connection, or unusual behavior from her friends, it's time to stop ignoring the signs. Your gut feeling isn't lying to you. These are not random occurrences. They are often interconnected patterns of deception. Understanding these signs is the first crucial step. The next is to regain control of the situation. Don't confront her in anger. That rarely leads to truth and often allows her to turn the situation back on you. Instead, gather your thoughts, focus on yourself, and make decisions from a position of strength and clarity, not emotional reactivity. Your peace of mind and your future are paramount. Which of these signs do you think is the biggest giveaway? Please like and subscribe, and comment below. Your insights and experiences can help other men who might be going through the same painful journey.